Hey crafters, this is Nye here. So today what we are going to do is we are going to assemble our Joy Christmas Snowman Candy Dome. Now, as you can see, I've got all of my pieces here. They are cut out. I've got my 80 millimeter candy dome. This is also 3.15 inches, and I have all of my pieces cut out. I said that. All right, I'm gonna be using my art glitter glue here for all of my gluing. And I also have my hot glue gun off camera that I will be using as well. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move these off here to the side, only because I want you guys to see that part of the file was cutting this back layer here in craft board. The reason why you wanted to do that is because we only have 2 layers here of regular cardstock and we just need a little bit extra support. And so this craft is going to be really easy to assemble because all we're going to do is we're just going to take some glue, and I think my glue clogged. All right, let me just press this right through here. Okay, hopefully that did it. And all we're going to do is we're going to take some glue here and just add it to the back everywhere of this white piece. And I used white craft board as well as white for this back piece. You could have used a different color craft board if you wanted, like a black or the craft color. I chose the white because the slider mechanism is also going to be white, and so I wanted it to match there. All right, so I'm just using my fingers to align this part up, and that's perfect. Then I'm going to use this Joy piece here that is in green, and I'm also just going to add some glue kind of everywhere. It's got my polka dots on it, and I'm just adding glue everywhere to this piece here at the back. And there we go. And then we're going to just press this one down as well. And once you've got this pressed down, we're like more than halfway done. Okay, this one's really easy, and I love these candy domes because I think they're so fun. Kids love them. They always have a great time with them, making them and opening them and understanding them. So here we go. So we're going to add this white layer as well, and same thing. We are just going to add some glue here, and I kind of already made a mistake, and I added glue to the back of this white part with the hands. You don't want to add glue to these hands because we're going to bend these up, okay? So I just wiped that away, and then I'm going to press this down right here. All right, and so I'm going to press it down, and then I'm just going to kind of like bend it right along here, all right, because we're going to add this part, and he's going to kind of like be holding the dome here. So we're going to check this piece as well, and that looks good. So we're going to add some glue now to the back of this, and I'm just going around adding glue everywhere here, and then I'm going to press this one down, and I'm a little off. So I'm just going to move it and then try this one more time right about there. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab his hat with his one little eye that's kind of attached there, and I'm going to add glue to the back of this. Then I'm going to press that down. Then I'm going to add a little dab of glue right there. I'm going to add a little bit right here for his nose. I'm going to use my push pin to place this right there, and his nose right there. Then I'm going to use my tweezers to kind of hold the lips here, or his mouth, I should say. Just adding a little bit of glue right here, and then pressing this down. I'm going to kind of go towards a little bit of a side here. And next I'm going to add his scarf here. So I just wanted to line that piece up, and then I'm going to add the scarf right here. Okay, so now before I go ahead and add the dome and the mittens there, let's work on the mechanism part. So I've got these 5 pieces here to the mechanism. These 2 pieces are completely identical, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these glue. I'm going to add glue here to these and just press these down so They are completely one right on top of the other. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to add this piece here to this one. And when you go to do this, you can see like you have to check the orientation. There's just a little bit here that's a little bit bigger. So you just want to flip this over and go this way. And then we're going to add glue now to this piece here by just going all the way around and making sure that you kind of get all the way to the edges there. Then we're going to press this together, and then we're going to fold. We're going to add a little bit of glue right here and right here, and then we're going to fold this right on top of that one there. And now once you have that, we're going to line this up like this. We're going to press this one right here and this piece right here, and that looks really good. And so I'm going to hold this here together and just kind of checking the orientation. Then I'm going to lift it off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little dab of glue right here and right here. And the reason why we're doing this here is because we're going to kind of create a little bit of a stopper with these tabs. So we're going to press those right there, and then we're going to put this piece back together just like this. And so you can see that these two tabs are going to line up with these two tabs right here like this. And so when we're ready, once we've got it all lined up, we're going to add a dab of glue right on top of this tab right there. Okay, I just realized that. I hope you guys can really see this because it might not be crystal clear because my bench top here is white, and so it might all be blending in a little bit. Okay, so once you've got those two kind of meeting together, so you can see they're like meeting right there, we're now ready to add a little bit of glue right here along the sides. And as we go and add the glue along the sides, we're going to take our finger and just kind of bend the paper. Now you'll know that this is not scored here. And the reason why is because we don't want it to be super tight. We just want it to have a little bit of a closure, but also a little bit of leeway as we begin to move that slider piece in and out there in the center. All right, so just press it down, make sure that the paper is definitely gluing there. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here along the bottom. And remember, like I said, you're not trying to seal it and make it like super tight because then it'll have a hard time moving. You do want to have a little bit of wiggle way and a little bit of room, so that way the slider and the mechanism can open and close freely. All right, so we're just doing the same thing now for this last side. And again, as you do this, just press and hold it down if it starts to come up there. And then we're going to do the same thing here for this part. And once we have it, then we're good. All right, so you can already see like it's going to open and then it's going to close. Okay, so the more that you do it, the paper will become a little bit more easier to move through this part here. Okay, so now what we're ready to do is we're going to take that piece, and look, this one came up there. We're going to open it up right here, and now we're going to line this part up here with the opening there on the actual wording of joy. We're going to add glue all around here to the back because we're going to glue this part down. And we're going to line this up right here with the opening, and then you can press it down. And I forgot to grab my candies, so let me grab some and put it here for us. So, okay, all right, so we've got this there. Then you can go ahead and just slide it, and what you can do is just bend this here to kind of give it a little bend, so it makes it a little bit easier for you to open and close it as you go here. All right, okay, so we're almost there. Okay, so the next part now is we've got our dome, and you want to line up your dome. I'm gonna line it up, so mine has this little tab. I'm gonna line it up right here underneath this part of his hand here. You could do either side if you want, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna line mine up right there, okay? And so I'm gonna use my hot glue gun, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue all the way around here. Okay, don't go crazy with the glue because the hot glue will start to seep out there. Just a little bit will go a long way. And then, like I said, I'm just going to press mine right there underneath his arm, okay? And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little dab right here to his arm again. I'm just going to press that in so it's touching the dome. I'm going to do the same thing here with the other side. Just a little tiny dab. And then I'm going to press it in so he's touching the dome. Okay. Now, the last part we've got here are these kind of mitten pieces. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to add those right here so that way it adds a little bit something more and it's not just the white there. All right, so I'm adding a little bit of glue right here to the back, and then I'm pressing that down right there. And I'm going to do the same thing here on this side, just adding a little bit of glue right here and then pressing it down right there. Okay, and I'm going to just make sure that all of it's being pressed in right there. Okay, and so there you go. Once you have it, I've got a little bit of hot glue in there, so let me see if I can get it out here by sticking my finger in. It's like that thread. There we go. I got it, but there it is. Okay. All right. It's just because I'm OCD. All right, so here we go. Once you've got it, you can have it open, and then you can just add your candies right on inside. I would recommend using candy that is individually wrapped because, as you can see, like there's little threads of the hot glue that might sometimes be in there. You don't want that actually touching food that is going to go into your mouth. Like that's yucky. Okay. So there you go. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And it's got a little bit of sturdiness because we used that craft board there at the back, and it looks super cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Send me some pictures. Let me see like if you chose patterns and like how you decided to bring yours to life. And I hope you had fun watching.